getting our coffee, getting our low fat, no calorie dessert breakfast items. That'd be great.
Yes, Friday. Maybe Friday, Thursday.
If we can have everybody start finding a place to sit, we're just about at 8 o'clock, I think. 7:54. We got lots of good things happening this morning. Mary Beth Kale, thank you very much. Michael Babcock, Hudson Valley Wine and Food Fest. Frank Palea. What are we talking about, Frank? Our historic Hyde Park mural guy.
Hey, how are you doing?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, we got Hudson Valley Federal Credit Union, Rhinebeck Bank. Who else do I see over here? All right, Vicki Hack is in the house. I want to say good morning to everybody. Good morning. Oh, thank you. Good morning. Thank you very much. So right off the bat, I want to say it's not going to rain. It's not going to rain any day here this week at the fair. We're going to have a great week. We're going to try and quiet this crowd down. Johanna has offered to raise her hand to silence the group. It worked at camp, it can work with us.
Come on, raise your hands to silence. Like Claudia, get started.
Wow. It works.
It works now.
Thank you. A round of applause. Let's break up the silence with a round of applause for Johanna. So right off the bat, I want to say thank you for getting up extra early, although I know a lot of you are here just to get in free to the fair. But thank you very much. And I want to introduce Jesse Hewitt, our Rhinebeck Chamber President, who's doing a wonderful job. Would you like to say a little hello? We got 2 seconds.
I'd like to say thanks for coming out. Good morning, everybody. It's awesome that the fair is here. It's a great week. I know all my kids, my family's looking forward to it. I hope you all are also. Have a great day.
No, I want to say that, and Jesse's wonderful. He's really great, and we've got a great captain steering this ship. I want to say right off the bat, thank you to iHeartRadio, Jim Langan and Tom Sipos, Hudson Valley Focus. It's always good to see Jim looking coherent. Anyways, darn, he didn't hear that. I want to thank Rhinebeck Bank for being our premier sponsor for the year. Where's Rhinebeck Bank? I saw some Rhinebeck Bank. Brian McFarland, thank you. They're also sponsors of the Spork Run as well. So that is a celebration of ridiculous fair food. Delicious fair food. And he had the problem of being one of the judges, which Tom Sipos and I are going to try and ring you in to get us as guest hosts or judges. Community of Brookmead, also one of our sponsors for the year. Thank you, Brian Zeiden. And Vicki Hack of Ameriprise, one of our year-long sponsors. And without a shadow of a doubt, I want to introduce the most important person in the room, Dan Budd, owner of Taste Buds.
Definitely not the most important person, but I guess when it comes to caffeine, maybe. So I just want to say hello. I own Taste Buds Cafe in Red Hook. How many people are fans of Taste Buds in Red Hook? Yeah, actually, thank you. But I've been a member of the Rhinebeck Chamber of Commerce for many years as well, because 17 years ago, pastry chef off the street walked into the fairgrounds and said, "Hey, I'd like to, make some desserts here," and Mr. Odak gave me a shot at it. So This is 17 years for us on the fairgrounds, and I'm really thankful to the Dutchess County Agricultural Society, Andy and the whole team for having us here in the corner of the food mall and our mobile bakery down by First Aid. But another little shout out for us in Red Hook, family-owned business. We have about 20 people working there. We try to be everything that a good coffee house should be. So not only having good coffee, handmade chocolates, about 24 different handmade desserts, but we celebrate art shows every month. We have, I think we're the longest standing live music venue in northern Dutchess County. We have a really happening open mic on Thursday nights called Tasty Tunes, and we have live music on the weekends. And we try to do as much as we can for our community. We actually donate a lot of baked goods to the after-school backpacks for Red Hook High School, and we do everything we can for any charity that's local that comes in and says we need a little bit of help, because we know that embracing our community is what it's all about. So at the Dutchess County Fair, obviously we do our chocolate cookie bars, and Claudia said we need to add them to the breakfast this year. So they're on the end of the table.
Dan, you were supposed to put those right in the back of my car.
Oh, okay. All right. What's left is going in the back of your car. And a number of years ago, we started the Dutchess County Fair Cream Puff. And for that, we're proud that we make everything from scratch right here in the fairgrounds. So every pot of vanilla custard is stirred right in that booth over there, and we chill it down and fold in whipped cream. So if you haven't had the cream puff, come by. And for this year's Spork Award, we entered a unique dessert. It's called a grilled cheesecake sandwich. So instead of bread, it's actually lemon pound cake with a New York sour cream cheesecake filling, and we griddle that and serve it with a red berry salad. And we missed out on winning the judges' votes yesterday, but hope that you can try it and give us a popular vote. We're going to be trying all week to see if we can win that. So thanks again. Have a great time.
And I admit I do go into Red Hook every once in a while, but it's just for taste buds. Where are we? Colleen Crookshank has arrived. Thank you. Now I get nervous. But I just want, we've got a lot. I know the fair manager's got things to say, and but I just want to do my little pep talk again, because every one of you here. Well, let me just ask: how many of you started a business? How many of you own a business? How many of you work for a business? How many of you donate time, money, or goods and services to one of our community groups? You are the thread that makes our community great. You weave together what becomes the fabric of our community. Every one of you is the most important person in your community, in the fact that you can impart your wisdom, your expertise, your knowledge to the community and to also your customers. With that said, I will tell you, I took a little break. Someone sent me an email about a company that can make cheap glasses online. And I thought, what the heck, it's $20. I'll send my prescription in and see what, and I picked out a frame that I thought would work out. And I got them the other day, and I'm not sure if I want to send them back, because I thought something is amiss here. If I would have stuck local, this wouldn't have happened. If I would have gone to Rhinebeck Optical, talked to Dr. Mike, this wouldn't have happened. But just by a show of hands, if you can, I just don't think that Rhinebeck Optical would have let me walk out of the room like this. But that's the perils of shopping online. And that's, so, I'll be appearing in the Catskills this weekend for folks. So, no, I laugh, but I laugh and I make a joke out of it, but it's actually quite serious. And that's why what you do is so important. Whether it's a community group, a not-for-profit, a business, you are the ones that steer our community and how you direct your customers. And it's so important, again, to refer and encourage each other, to honor each other's business and community groups, and keep us moving forward. And again, I don't know if you heard this year for our scholarship fund, we've kind of put it out there. If anybody applies for the scholarship fund, and then they come back and start a business, we will give them a free membership into the chamber. Because I think we send our kids out, we give them the best we can, and they come back and invest in our community. That's how we're going to move our business world and our community forward. Thank you for those who have contributed to our scholarship fund and our back to school program. Those items will be given to the Rhinebeck Reformed Church. They're in the back of my car. I'll bring them over. And I want to thank Colleen for the one. She's the one that started the back to school supply drive. Is that right? Thank you. So, right now I want to introduce Mr. Rugi, Lou Rugi. He's going to take over the helm. Did you need glasses?
I use it from birth. Good morning. Our chairman this morning, who is Dick Stats this year, is showing cows. I don't have any cows, so I'm here, and I'd like to welcome you. We had a little rough start yesterday. It was hot, and last night we had a boomer come through, and they had to curtail the show a little bit. But other than that, no, Greg, they didn't cancel it. It was insured. Greg's nervous. Anyhow, things went well, and I think the prospect for the next few days is actually unbelievable, so we're really, really excited. I don't want to spend a lot of time taking any of Annie's wind away here, and I just want to say I hope you all get a chance to look around, see what we've done this year. I think our new welcome center and the new gate is something that has really, really made this fair come out. I mean, it's when you walk in or even drive up the road now and see our entrance and our welcome area, it's phenomenal. Just take a few minutes and take a walk down there and take a look. And some of it, once you walk through and see what's behind it, the little stage, we have Hilby there this year. Hilby, a little story quick, Hilby actually didn't want to come back. He was going to leave us. He's one of the best acts we have on the fairgrounds, and I think in all the fairs around. It was too hot for him down there by the center. It was sun hot yesterday, really hot. So poor Vicky almost died when she heard this, and we sat around and thought about it, and we were building this new facility. We said, you know, there's a lot of trees down there. Maybe we could make a place so he could have shade and have a stage. So you go down there and take a look. And actually, Hilby came back because of that, and he's there entertaining every day. So we're really, really pleased with how everything worked out. So I'd like to introduce our president and the guy that really puts it all together, makes all these things happen, and his staff. And Andy, will come up here and give a few words.
Good morning, everybody. How you all doing today? All right, you're awake. So our annual little get-together here on Wednesday morning of the fair, and you know how it ends, so I'm going to tell you, pay attention. So Lewis started with our Welcome Center, and that's where I will start because it's the newest addition to our facility. It is something that we planned for 2 years, and it's a continuation of the entrance on Route 9 to get traffic in faster. Well, you know, when you fix one problem, you typically create another, and that's exactly what we did. We could get cars so efficiently into the parking lot and park that we couldn't get people in the gate fast enough. And as business people, you all know that there is nothing worse than an unhappy customer who's got money in their pocket that they want to spend and he can't get inside to give it to you. So we fixed that. The Welcome Center has space for 8 ticket sellers at a time on a computerized ticket system. And the tickets are printed on demand and barcoded as the people purchase them. And as a matter of fact, every gate, all 7 gates in the fairgrounds have computerized ticket systems in them this morning and yesterday. And in real time from the computer in the office, we can tell exactly how many people are on the grounds, which gates they've come through, the whole 9 yards. So it really helps us to market for the fair, especially where are people parking, which gate are they coming in, what do they want to see first. It's definitely a big help to that. So I encourage you to go look at the building. The building inside the main hall, which is a post and beam structure, we have displayed the history of the fair from the 1800s to present on banners that our sign guy, Kevin Mowry from Red Hook. Kevin, raise your hand over there. Kevin and Asia Ohan created these banners for us. Melody Moore helped me get the pictures and the girls in the office from the history. There are pictures on these banners that I have never seen before. It's really something to see. So I encourage you to take a look at that. So there are 348 vendors at the fair this year, and 91 of those are from Dutchess County, and 16 of those are from right here in Rhinebeck. Claudia talked about the sport run. Yesterday, the sport run, and we changed it up a little bit. Last year was the first year, and with Rhinebeck Bank as our partner, we tried something different because our patrons were looking for different kinds of food. Things were getting kind of stale. So we encouraged them to come up with new ideas. But last year, I think, was just a little bit overwhelming because we opened it up to everything. This year, we focused on dessert foods. Next year is going to be main courses. And a year after that will be the sides. And so we'll put them in a 3-year rotation, and every year will be something different. So I just want to give you a sampling of what Brian had to taste yesterday. Hoffman's Dutch funnel cakes had a maple bacon funnel cake, sprinkled with powdered sugar, real bacon, and drizzled maple syrup. Gillette's Slushy Works, which is right around the corner over here, had the tongue twister, sour punch slush mixed with sour gummy worms, sour punch straws, which is then topped with sour Jolly Ranchers. Paula's Pretzels. She had a salted caramel pretzel, handmade, hand-rolled soft pretzel with hot caramel sauce. It looks pretty good. Polar Bear Ice Cream had a kettle corn ice cream pop, which was kettle corn ice cream, dark chocolate, salty caramel, chocolate covered nuts, sandwiched between 2 Krispy Kreme donuts, dipped in chocolate and rolled in kettle corn. How was that? So, Scotty's Choco Kebab. Now this is brand new, never been on the grounds before. Italian Chocolate Temptation Chocotini. It was a chocolate Italian dessert pita filled with chocolate gelato, shaved imported hazelnut chocolate, fresh berries, and whipped cream with a Nutella drizzle and served in a martini glass. I had to taste test that before he brought it to the fair, so I know that was pretty good. Simply Cannoli. Chocolate peanut butter cannoli, which was a chocolate shell of a cannoli filled with ricotta cheese and peanut butter filling. Sugar Shakers fried dough did a cinnamon raisin fried dough, which is your standard. Think back to when you were a kid and you had Pepperidge Farm or whatever it was. It was very good. Supreme Cream had a caramel apple milkshake, which was vanilla ice cream blended with Granny Smith's apple chunks and sweet caramel. Dan Budd had the grilled cheesecake sandwich, which he described for you. And What's Poppin' Kettle Corn had Ragin' Cajun Kettle Corn. And I understand it was quite spicy.
That's the first one I tasted.
So, I'm not going to say any more about that right now. Just keep all that stuff in mind that I just said. A couple of things at the fair that I think are interesting and go to our mission that you should check out as you're wandering around the fair. AgriVenture, which we started last year on the infield, we have expanded. It's a program for children and adults alike to learn about where their food comes from. Millennials are very much into growing their own food in their backyards. But it's still amazing to me today, here we are in 2017, that people think food just appears in the Tops Market or whatever supermarket they go to. They have no idea how it gets there or what it takes to produce it. And that's a classroom that very much educates young people, but I'm surprised at the parents that ask the questions they ask. It's truly amazing. We've also added another exhibit right next to it, which is, you should really take a look at this. We picked 4 Hudson Valley distillers, and we put them in a tent next to that. So, you know, it goes to our mission. All of those products, you know, I know we all consume these beverages, but how many of you thought about what they're made from? So when you go there, it's not about the end product, it's about how you get to the end product. And you will see there's a still. Don't get any ideas. But there's a still there on a small scale so you can see the whole process from start to finish, how alcohol and spirits are made. The grains, the apples, the whole bit. So I encourage you to check that out. We've been very busy. The maternity ward has been very busy the first day of the fair. As of this morning, 5 babies have been born in the salute to agriculture. There was some complications, but veterinarians were there and things were taken care of. But there are 5 babies over there that our patrons yesterday got a chance to see come into the world. It's a pretty amazing event, really. Entertainment. So Lewis talked about Hilby. Hilby's down on a stage behind the new building. We have a new high dive act on the infield, and there's some brave guy that jumps from 90 feet into a glass of water. I don't know how he does it, but he gets the job done. Light entertainment. We have a stingray exhibit on the infield. It's a walkthrough, but you can actually go out and feed. Put your hand in the water, I don't know what they feed them, between your fingers, and you put it on the bottom of the pool, and they will come over and come right on top of your hand and eat what's between your fingers and swim away. It's educational. The kids have enjoyed it so far. I went and did it when they got here on Sunday. They're only about dinner plate size, and their barbs have been removed, but it's educational. The people there will tell kids and adults alike the lifespan, what they eat, what they do, those kinds of things. So that was interesting. Over in the carnival, Powers, Great American Midways has now been with us. This is their 12th year. And every year for the last 4 years, Corky has added 4 brand new rides to the carnival. And this year is no different. There are 4 new rides, 2 in Kittyland, 1 over here in front of the buildings, which is a bumper car, which takes me back a few years. It is absolutely gorgeous. But the star of the show is the wheel. 11 stories tall. My staff and I were in it on Thursday after they put it up. And from the top, you can see most of Rhinebeck. It's really neat. And you will not even be able to tell that you are moving. It is so smooth, it's incredible. And the light package that's on it at nighttime is spectacular. So I encourage you to check it out. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, ma'am.
Would you repeat those desserts?
You're going to find out in a minute. So, welcome again. Thank you for coming. We're happy that you're here. You know, our community is very tight-knit, I believe. All of us have a job that we do to provide services to our community. We are no different here. Thank God it's only 6 days. But it is, I'm a huge baseball fan. And, you know, spring training happened for the whole month of August, and opening day was yesterday. And you ride that roller coaster of adrenaline till you get to the end, and it's fun, but it's exhausting. We hope that you all come and have a good time and enjoy yourselves, and we hope you enjoy the show. So, we're going to move along to the ending part of this, which I know you all are anticipating immensely. So the girls will help me here, and so I gave you some trivia, and Brian, I would hope that you would abstain from this for a moment. So, can anybody tell me how many vendors competed in yesterday's sport award?
348.
Yesterday's sport award. Yes. Who said 10? Curtis. 10. That lady right there. All right. So now, who can tell me how many vendors are at the fair that are Rhinebeck businesses? This gentleman right here said 16. 16. There are 16. Now, he gets an umbrella. We had an umbrella in the office, and I know if I give the umbrella out, I said to the girls this morning, if we give the umbrella out, it won't rain the rest of the week. So that's why you got the umbrella. Nice job. Can anybody here? There are 3 Rhinebeck High School graduates that are vendors at the fair. And I will tell you right now, all 3 of them are food concession vendors. Can anybody in here name those 3 guys?
Ohan, Rogan. No, I don't
Mary Beth, you're close but no star. There's 3. Kristen?
Richard Wright, Johnny Joey O'Han, and Dennis Riley.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. How many you got left? 3? All right, so the fair has been on this site since 1919. There is a vendor from Dutchess County that has been at the fair since 1929. It is a huge company in Dutchess County. Anybody got a guess?
Lou Ruby.
He looks like he's been here since 1929. Winner right here. No, Vicky, this guy was first. Right here. Central Hudson.
Live babies.
First person to raise their hand. After I answer the question, who won the sport award yesterday? Susan Utter raised her hand first, and now she's having second thoughts. All right, Susan. Polar Bear ice cream won yesterday. Susan Utter wins that one. We got that one. How many people in here know John and Joe O'Han? All right. So John and Joe are brothers that lived here in Rhinebeck when they grew up, and they have the joint across the street here, the Greek and Mexican. They have the Fairgrounds Cafe at the bottom of the hill. They run the beer garden underneath Building E. They have the Burger Works on the end, which outstanding burgers, by the way. Johnny and Joe have been, and I didn't give you this, so I'm going to take the closest answer. How long have John and Joe been vendors at the Dutchess County Fair?
31 years.
Right on the nose.
All the while that's dead.
25 years, Johnny and Joe have been vendors at the Dutchess County Fair after graduating from Rhinebeck High School. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I've got for this year. Has anybody got any questions? Yeah. No. You're not asking questions? No. Okay. All right. Thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoy the fair. Have a great day. If you need anything, please let us know. Thanks very much.
All right, just a couple more quick announcements. September is our back to school, back to business breakfast and after hours. We have a September 13th back to school, back to business breakfast. It's going to be at the old Rhinebeck Aerodrome. That's sponsored by Ulster Savings and J&J Gourmet Catering in Red Hook. There's a new owner there, and she's a lovely woman. She comes from a pastry background. But that's September 13th, Old Rhinebeck Aerodrome. And then on September 28th, we have 2 field trips. We have our back to school, back to business after hours. That's going to be at Southlands Foundation. And that is sponsored by Vicki Hack of Ameriprise. And the food is going to be catered by Schultzville Store out in Schultzville. So we're going on the road for September. Make sure you RSVP via our website. And then Cocktails at Sunset is coming up in October. And keep your eyes and ears open for that. It's very mysterious. And what else? Oh, also, just FYI, our holiday lights, our Christmas tree lighting and the holiday lights parade is happening on November 18th. It is the Saturday before Thanksgiving. We've been doing this for 2 years. It's been a great day. We open up the whole Rhinebeck Bank Savings parking lot. Thank you again. And they open it up and we fill it up with the high school groups, the local not-for-profits. So put that in your calendar if you have a community group. And this year, the village board is really kind of pushing the permits for the vendors and peddlers. So we need to apply, if you're going to do a not-for-profit, and even if it's for any kind of group, you need to get a permit. And I'm going to go before the village board and see if we can kind of waive the fee for our local groups, because to have the high school group pay seems a little silly. But anyways, so those are the couple things. Also, again, thank you for the scholarship and contributing to the back to school funds. And anybody have any announcements real quick? Sandra Sinicki, nice to see you. Anybody? Pay attention, there's 2 things. I don't know if we talked about the sculptures, the World War II sculptures. Rosie the Riveter, it's over in front of Salute to Agriculture building. That's a fabulous museum piece or statue. And then the embrace, that classic World War II embrace, is in front of the fair office as well. It's a great photo op. And then they have people that have served photographs from our area, kind of around the area. With that said, everyone have a great day at the fair. You guys are the best people in the world right now at this moment in this building. And thank you again for everybody. And we'll see you next month at our Back to School, Back to Business breakfast.